And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is the Murdy No. 6 briefcase. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's MURDY creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram and all the other social medias. You can go to the website, and at the very top of the website, there's the social media links that you can check out there. Also, at the very top of the website, or in the top of the description of the video below, there is the link to our Discord. We love to talk about things in there. We love to talk back and forth with you guys, get some input and get some feedback. And also, it's a place where we announce things first. So check out our Discord, go join, and it's an amazing place to be. So, big caveat to start this particular episode. Everything I'm telling you is as of this moment. I am recording this 2 days in advance, and something could happen between now and 2 days from now that might change everything I'm about to say. What I'm saying is what I hope happens. So, let's talk about the new Murdy No. 6 briefcase. Hopefully, it will be live sometime Thursday, maybe Friday. However, there's a lot of things that need to be done between now and there that might get in the way. That being said, we're very excited about it. I'm very excited about it, and I'd like to get it out. But let's talk about the history of where this particular product comes from. We'll dive into the features, the specifications. I'll give you some photos and some other things. I'll actually show you one that I've got that's a prototype, and we'll go from there. First and foremost, big thank you to my father, who, when he was up visiting recently, I was talking with him about some of the challenges and some of the product launches and things like that I was doing. And he had mentioned that he had been taking some family friends to the Capitol in Texas. And that while they were touring the Capitol, he had looked around, he saw a lot of young staffers and people like that, and they were all carrying these thin, small briefcases, nothing very big. And he said that had surprised him because that was very different than perhaps the old version where you carried your entire livelihood in your briefcase. And he thought that there might be a great opportunity for us using our sleeves that we have launched as the basis for a more complicated briefcase. Well, I've always liked the old school briefcase look, the classic two-strap professorial, a nice quality, good briefcase. I've loved them. I've actually got cheap leather briefcases from Amazon in the past that look nice, but every single one of them I've bought and has fallen apart within 6 months, maybe, if not. Actually that one made it 8 months, but the issue is that they look nice for the first few days and then they fall apart. And I actually haven't had a briefcase since my last one fell apart. And every day I walk in with an armful of stuff. And I thought to myself, when Dad said that could be a great product for us. So thanks, Dad, for the suggestion. This has been a wonderful product, and you might be getting one for Father's Day, hint, hint. So special thanks to you for getting that rolling, and to my mother, who has provided invaluable insights and all sorts of great suggestions as well as we've gone through this process. So that's where this comes from. Now, I've had in the past a variety of thoughts and feelings about bags and a wider luggage world for the Murdy Creative Company. We have become very good at journals, binders, folios, folders, things that you can write in and write on. We have not yet put together something that would be something you could put all of your products in until now. Whenever we were talking about briefcases in the past, I was struggling to come up with what I wanted it to look like. I'd had some ideas, and I liked that old kind of British look. The briefcase that is used by Alan Turing in the movie The Imitation Game was something that I saw, and I was like, that's gorgeous. I love that briefcase. Now, ours isn't precisely like that, but it has some inspirations from that. And I liked that old kind of British attaché, kind of small briefcase idea. And so I thought to myself when Dad said this, we can do a version of this that's very simple and straightforward. So let's go through some of the details, and I'll give you some demos. So first, this is going to come in the moment in two sizes, the 14-inch and the 16-inch. The 16-inch is the same as the 14-inch, except it's wider. It's a little bit wider for specifically 16-inch computers, right? That was remember, these are based off of our sleeve designs. Now, the 14-inch is my personal favorite because I can fit my MacBook, my 13-inch MacBook, a file folder with paper in it, my mini-cut journal, my sunglass cases, and the charging cords for my computer and phone inside the bag, and they all fit perfectly. In fact, I'm hoping to do a video where I demo exactly that in this. Now, it's got these simple straps that wrap around, which allow for the buckles to be undone, and it's a very, very simple, kind of wonderfully classic leather strap with the buckle. The buckles are roller buckles to make it a little bit easier, and they have their own bar to hold the flap down, and then when you open it up, it is a beautiful inside. There's nothing on the inside to scratch your products, which is an important thing to me, and there's nothing on the back or the front that would scratch the desk that you're putting the product on. So that's something also important, because I think those two factors are arguably, for me, the two most important factors when I consider products that I want to use, is how likely they are to damage what I put in it, because I have a lot of beautiful leather products that I like to put in my things. So having them fit nice was something that was important to me. Now, moving along, we've got the classic classic weave stitch, the signature tab locking thing that the Murdy Creative Company has used in its folio for years and its sleeves, and I think it's a beautiful design. Now, someone asked a question when I was doing this design work of the people that I was talking to about this, and they said, well, how much weight can it hold? It's a complicated question, and here's why it's a complicated question. Let's say I've got my computer in this bag. The way that the computer edge is forces the tab along these seams flat, which makes it very, very difficult for them to come apart. However, if you have nothing in the bag at all, you could take the bag apart with your hands if you were really intentional. Now, this is actually a feature because one of the biggest problems with briefcases is that people carry way, way too much stuff in them that they don't need, and more importantly, if they do overstuff them, the seams fail. A stitched seam on a briefcase will fall apart if you put too much pressure on it. And the problem is once a seam goes, the whole seam goes. Now, with our design, the tab locking, even if you were to stuff this thing very full, and even if one or two tabs along the top happened to come out, that's a good indication to you that you've got too much in the bag, and you can fix it with your bare hands right then and there. So that there's no extra tools, there's no hardware, and the leather-on-leather contact means that it should last all 120 years of our 120-year warranty and longer. Moving right along, though, we have these wonderful straps, and you can see we have at the top here where the handle connects, a reinforcement strap. This ensures that even if you were to put a lot of weight into this, over time, this area isn't going to give. The handle isn't going to pull the straps away from the bag. Now, it's important to me because I do carry a lot of stuff in my bags, and they're pretty heavy things. Now, this handle is one of the things that I love the most. It's just perfect in hand. It also uses our same matching tabless stitch tab locking stitch along the inside, and it's just a really clean looking design. It does have D-rings to connect to a strap, and this strap that you see here will be an optional add-on for them, and it's not going to be that much more expensive. So the idea is that you could use the briefcase just as a briefcase if you're the kind of person that doesn't like to use straps. You can use it just as a briefcase, just like this. However, if you wanted to buy the strap, that will be an optional add-on, and that will work as well, and we'll go through that in a second as well. Now, what you can't really tell from the design if you're watching the video is that the strap that connects to the buckles on the front doesn't actually attach via any of the posts that are holding the handle onto the bag. What that means, though, is that means that if, over time, you find that you are stuffing the bag very, very full for a long period of time, and if you are happening to find that the particular wrap strap that goes around the briefcase is stretching, you can continue to pull it tighter and tighter and tighter. There is nothing getting in the way of this strap that goes all the way around the bag from being tightened down infinitely. Now, this leather shouldn't really stretch very far if it does at all, so you shouldn't see that as a problem. But if it does, we've already thought of that, and this will last for a very long time for that. Now, it's obviously got a great spot right here on the front flap where you can put your name and a logo. However, if you are going to buy this on Thursday or Friday, we will probably not have it up in the customizer yet, so it might be something that if you want your logo on it, you're going to need to reach out to us. But there is a great spot on the front of the briefcase for your name and logo. We will have the name, something you can engrave on right away, even on when we right away launch this. So that'll be something where you can get that right away. And yes, this is not for pre-sale. This is launching for reals, which means, hopefully, depending on whether our hardware supplier is on time, that the bags that you buy Thursday or Friday should begin to ship out potentially Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of that next week. Which means also, for those of you looking for a Father's Day gift, this is going to be the perfect gift to get there just in time for Father's Day. Actually, it's going to get there way ahead of Father's Day. So you'll have plenty of opportunity between now and Father's Day to get this bag, which is a great briefcase, both for men and for women. But let's talk about the strap a little bit here. So this strap comes with these beautiful scissor clasps. I love these classic clasps, and they are very, very durable, very, very built nicely. And it's symmetric on either side. That was something I really wanted. So there's no kind of ugly adjustable buckle, but the bag strap itself is adjustable via these holes along the top, underneath the shoulder padding. So the holes allowed for 3 different positions of adjustment. And I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but it's about 2 inches between each adjustment. So it adjusts pretty well. And to be honest, if you're someone who is extraordinarily large or extraordinarily small and you'd like something that is a little bit more options from the strap length and you're concerned about that, reach out to us. There's a lot of options we have to make these a little more adapted to your needs. And then obviously there's this beautiful padded strap that keeps it so that you don't have any wear on your shoulders. And it also has the same tab locking design that we use across the rest of the bag. So it's a beautiful match, and it works really, really well. Now, all of these things come together to create an incredible product that I have been using for several weeks now, and I've really enjoyed using it. It is, I mean, every time I look at it, I find myself going, wow, that is a handsome bag. And every time I pick it up, I think to myself, wow, this is a great feeling in hand. The bag itself by itself is only about 1.6 pounds, so it's not very heavy. Even with my laptop, my file folder, my journal, my sunglass cases, and my chargers stuffed inside it, the thing only comes to 6 pounds total. And like I said, the bag itself is only 1.6 pounds. So it's a very, very reasonable weight, and it is incredibly durable for that weight. I'm very excited about this. I am so confident that it's going to last for all of those 120 years and longer of our warranty. It is covered by our warranty. So if for whatever reason you have any issues with it, you reach out to us and we'll figure it out. We'll make it right. We'll fix it because we truly do stand by our products. And this is something of all of my designs. This is the one that ranks right up there near the top of the things I'm the most proud of from a design perspective. Now, like I said, we're going to have a 14 and a 16-inch design. The question you may be asking yourself is, what's the future of this particular area? Are we going to see even more bags over the future? And the answer is maybe. I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. I like the idea of us developing our own luggage line. I like the idea of us developing a more complicated, more nuanced collection of ways to carry your products from us, and I want them to be the very, very best on the market. I really, truly stand by the fact that I want every one of our products to be outstanding to everybody. So a broader bag line is going to require some more nuanced thinking and more prototyping on my part. But in the moment, for the beginning part, this briefcase is something that I am infinitely proud of, and I am so glad that it has come together the way it has. It is a beautiful, beautiful looking piece of work, and it's extraordinarily functional. So I'm very excited about that. I want to hear what you think about this. I want to hear what you think about this briefcase. I want to hear what you think about the idea of us doing bags in general. I want to hear what you think about all of these ideas and more. So please, if you are listening on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, leave us comments below about what you think. If you're listening on whatever podcast app you're listening on, definitely send us messages. sales@murdycreative.co, sales@murdycreative.co. The hope, and I know this is the question that many of you are asking, the plan will be to launch the 14-inch briefcase at the $199 price point, and the 16-inch version of it at the $229 is what we currently think. The additional shoulder strap will probably be $30 extra. There are some minor tweaks that we need to do potentially to that pricing, but it should be relatively close to that. It's really going to come down to some questions of our supply, but I'm really hoping to keep it on those target price points. So it's very reasonable. And remember, all of our products are eligible for shop pays for interest-free payments, which is broken up over 8 weeks. So if you're the kind of person that gets paid bi-weekly in a bi-weekly paycheck, I think most people can afford $50 a week for 8 weeks over the course, or, $50 every 2 weeks for 8 weeks. And I really wanted this to be something that could be the best quality product you could buy for Father's Day as a gift, but also within reach of most people's price points. I wanted this to be something that was not so far out of people's budgets. And when we were looking at some of our competitors and some of the options of their briefcases, they were very expensive. And there was a long debate inside whether we make our briefcases expensive to compete with them as far as their price point. And we've got something that competes with them for sure on quality and value. But I think in the end, it was important to me that this is something that people can actually own, feel confident using, feel comfortable wearing and using and having in their life as part of their daily carry. So that's why we put it where we put it. Like I said, there might be some changes depending on what it is, but it's going live now and it's launching where it's launching. And I'm really excited to see what happens with this. For those of you who have more questions, more nuanced questions, if there's something about this particular briefcase that you were curious about that you felt I didn't cover, if there was more complicated questions about its use cases, or if there's something kind of a fringe use case you want to ask a question about, please reach out to us. I really do want to kind of get some dialogue going about this and get the feedback from what people think and what they're concerned about. And I'm really excited in general about what this represents for us. And it is the Murdy number 6, right? It is the next step in our broad catalog. I mean, we're working on our number 1s are our binders, journals, folios. Sleeves were number 4, folders were number 5, and now briefcases are number 6. So we're really excited to see the expanding product line, and I want to hear from you guys about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in next Thursday for that next topic, and don't forget to check that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get notified when we launch new episodes. If for whatever reason you have any questions, concerns, issues with any of your products you've bought in the past, or you have questions about a product you want to buy, feel free to send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co, sales@murdycreative.co. You can also reach out to us on the main page of our website. There's a big contact form at the bottom there that'll go right to us. You can give us a phone call, 414-434-9001. We're available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time. We love talking with you guys. You can also text us at that number as well, 414-434-9001. If for whatever reason you don't get a hold of us either during business hours or after hours, please do feel free to leave us a voicemail. We do listen to them. We call people back. It's a great way to get a hold of us, and we really do want to communicate with you guys. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow. Both a review on whatever podcast app you're listening on, or something nice comment in the YouTube comments if you're watching on YouTube, but also a review on the product itself. You can go to murdycreative.co/reviews to read all of our amazing reviews. You can go to murdycreative.co/review singular to leave us a review. So you can also go to murdycreative.co/leave a review. All of those work. Right now, they're all going to Google, so you can leave a review on Google itself. That does help us with our SEO. We're trying to optimize for the Google advertising campaigns. Most of our reviews up until this point have been on Facebook, so we may end up kind of switching back and forth where that URL goes to. But wherever it leads to, please do leave a review there. That helps us. It really does. And we really like to have people give us their feedback. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising, so please tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies about the Murdy Creative Company. Get a little something for doing that by going and check out our rewards program in the bottom left-hand corner of the main page of our website. There's a whole program. You get a little money back if you buy stuff. It's something if you share the product with or share the company with other people, you can get free product even if you recommend enough people. It's a great thing, and we really do appreciate all of you who've participated in the past with that. If you have podcast topics you want to hear more about, send them my way. I'm always looking for things to talk about, and I want to give you guys what you're looking for if you're curious about something. So message us, leave us a comment, all of those good things. We'd love to talk to you about that stuff. If you're looking for multiple items for gifts, giveaways, menus, really any reason, we have bulk discounts available. They are built directly into the cart. So all you need to do is mix and match to your heart's desire, add everything you would like, and then hit checkout. Once you hit that checkout, the correct discount for that bulk will be automatically applied. The bulk discounts begin at 5 items, so you don't even need to get that many to get started on that. That bulk discount can go quite a bit, so feel free to add as many as you'd like. If you'd like to get a custom engraved item, we have no minimum order quantities and no setup fees. It's a simple flat fee, normally $15, and it can go up from there depending on the complexity and size, but it's just a simple flat fee, and there are no minimums, so you can get just one. So if you want to get just one of your favorite thing, or let's say, hypothetically, that your husband owns a company, or your wife owns a company. I mean, Father's Day is coming up, that's why I'm thinking of this. And you want to get their logo of their company on a nice product, you want to give it to them as a gift, you can do that on our website. You go to any of the product pages, there's a little blue button that says Add Custom Engraving, or Add Custom Logo. I can't remember right now, but it's the blue button. You click on that, it'll take you to the custom version of that product. You select the inserts, the color, all that stuff there, and then you hit Add Engraving. That'll launch the customizer. From there, you can upload logos, you can add text, you can resize, rotate, reposition, all that great stuff, and then hit Add to Cart. Now, if you want to just get one, from that point, you can go forward. But if you want to get a bunch of them with a bulk discount, you can then take that product, and in the cart, you can change the quantity to whatever you'd like it to be and hit checkout. The bulk discounts also apply to custom engraved items, and the cost that discount applies to the engraving cost itself. So it's a great way to get great gifts for your people, and we really appreciate it. So check that out if you're interested. We love hearing from you guys. Please reach out to us. Tell us what you think. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.